So right now I am standing on Soledad Canyon just east of Sand Canyon, and I am joined with Darren Sigmiller, Project Development Coordinator with the City of Santa Clarita. Darren, a couple months ago we talked about this new improvement project on Soledad Canyon. Where are we now with this?
Right now, we have completed the first phase of the Soledad median refurbishment. Basically, this project, it's a 4.5 mile stretch of landscape medians that currently exist in the Canyon Country area on Soledad, between about where the library is, going east all the way to Shadow Pines. The first phase began just east of Sand Canyon and kind of works down to about a 1/4 mile. You can see that the project has replaced the shrubs and the irrigation system, and where we've needed to, we've installed new trees. A number of trees were unhealthy and needed to be removed, so we took those out and replaced them with new trees. But where possible, we've left in the mature trees to kind of give it that feel of maturity that the residents like.
And what we're seeing now too, I think, as we talked last time, is there used to be a lot of different types of medians throughout the city, and there were some that are particular to Saugus or Valencia, Newhall. Kind of the effort now is to make more of a uniform decision when we build these things, so it gives Santa Clarita more of a unified look.
Yeah, what we'd like, the idea that we have is that we would like the medians in the city of Santa Clarita to be kind of a unifying ribbon that runs through the city, right. So that there's a common theme with the medians, with the planting palette, with the tree species and things of that nature. The medians that we have on the west side of the valley have been very popular. The residents like those, and so what we're trying to do with this project and with other projects that will be coming up is to bring the rest of the medians throughout the city of Santa Clarita up to that same standard. So you'll see this is going to be very similar to medians that you might see on Valencia Boulevard. Well,
and you mentioned too, though, that the medians before, because I think some people drive by, and if you're driving by very quickly, you say, well, why are we doing this? There were medians there before. So, I mean, they do need to have upkeep, and they do need to be retrofitted with irrigation. So, I mean, this project really was necessary.
Absolutely. There's a number of reasons why this project was necessary. One of the main reasons was the irrigation system. The irrigation system that was in place was damaged and had some inefficiencies that we were spending a lot of time and effort and money repairing. That's one reason. The irrigation system that we're installing is much more efficient. It's much more able to withstand years of service, and also another reason is the planting palette. The plants, they don't last forever. They get older and at times need to be replaced. So we're kind of taking a proactive approach of since we're in here replacing the irrigation system, and the plants have been here for quite a while, it's a good opportunity for us to modify the planting palette.
Okay, and this is what's known as a landscape maintenance district. And explain how that funding works. And does it come out of the general fund, or all taxpayers paying for this? Talk about how that works.
Okay, the funding for this project comes from the landscape maintenance district, as you mentioned. These funds were voted on and approved by the voters in 2008, and then again in 2009 with an expansion of that zone. So the funding for medians and the landscaping in medians and the maintenance of those medians can only be used for that purpose. It cannot be used for anything else, for parks or for any other purpose. It has to be used in the medians for the landscape maintenance, and that's how the voters approved it.
And one of the other benefits of this, besides them just needing to be replaced and the importance of beautifying them, besides just sort of quality of life driving by them, is it also enhances property values.
Absolutely. This really shows, when someone comes into the valley to look to invest or buy property or buy a home, how we maintain the medians, it really has an impact on property values and on people's perception of the city of Santa Clarita. We really have done a great job. The council has done a great job of placing an emphasis on beautification of our public rights of way, and this is just one piece of evidence of that.
Okay, and just real briefly, so what's the timeline of this? What's build out? When are we going to be done with this work?
Okay, the portion of the project that we're standing in front of now is the first phase. This phase will continue on to Shadow Pines in the eastward direction. When they complete everything east of Sand Canyon, they'll move to the medians on Soledad west of Sand Canyon. Those will be completed at night. We expect that the project will be completed late this fall, maybe this winter, but before the end of the year.
Darren, I want to thank you for joining us. That's the story from Canyon Country and the new median repairs. For this week in Santa Clarita, I'm Evan Thomason.